Listen, Muhammad, I have nothing against you. I didn't come for you. I don't know you. Look, I'm preaching what I gotta preach.
Can I say something? Do you know the story of Jesus Christ when the woman from Samaria, or I don't know where she was from, and she came down to Jesus Christ, yeah? And then he said that, you know, because you're not from you're a Gentile, sure. I don't preach my message to the dogs. I hope that I hope you're not taking that kind of sentiment now and thinking I'm some kind of dog, because here I'm trying to ask you a question as a Christian. Now, whether you think that I am allowed to have a conversation with you or not, you've come to a place where literally conversation is the key. Sure. So you could
and this whole place, people are listening.
Do you get me? So look, the thing is, what my friend told me, he comes from Canada as well, which I'm guessing you're from, yeah?
Sure.
He told me that what you do online is that you go to people who have very weak English skills, who are Muslims, and then you interrogate them on the streets of Toronto. Now my point is, look, here we are specialized in polemics and debate. You've come to the right place to discuss with Muslims their religion.
So now, which one? Are you talking about the Samaritans or the debate?
No, I think you know what I'm saying here.
No, okay, I'll listen.
Okay, what I'm saying to you here and now is that whether you believe that I will convert to Christianity or not, that sometimes is aside from the point. I might think in my heart and myself that you're never going to be a Muslim. Yeah, I discuss the issue of Christianity and Christian theology versus Muslim theology for the best. I mentioned the Samaritan woman to show you that there is some basis in the biblical discourse for getting rid of people who are non-Gentile or who are non-Jewish, Gentiles. So maybe, I know this would be quite ironic being a Gentile yourself, maybe you got this kind of message and that's why you don't want to speak to any of the Muslims and you want to teach them and you don't want to listen.
Oh, no. Actually, many Muslims are listening to me right now, and they're actually people that want to learn.
Okay.
Now,
why don't we edify ourselves, each other?
For a second?
Of course I can.
When I came here, man, this is the first time I'm in the Speaker's Corner. I hear about things. And to be honest, I struggle with the concept of speaking corners for one reason. Because why is everybody sitting in a park? First of all, it seems like the government wants everybody to stay in a park. And people should be on the street preaching to people. I don't even agree with sitting in a park and secluding yourself. I'd rather just preach on the street.
Fine, okay.
Second, these people are arguing with each other in little corners. Everybody's just arguing over the same thing over and over and over and coming every single week. And I'm like, you know what, man? This is kind of silly. I mean, there's so many people in there, so many Christians that if you actually went around, you could probably convert London in a day. But you guys are all arguing with each other over the same things, and none of y'all are going to even convert anyway. So you know what? I'm going to preach the gospel to people that want to learn. So I made a decision. I said, you know what? This is nonsense. I listened. I went by everybody, and I listened to them.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Hold on.
No, okay, I'm sorry.
I went by and I listened a bit, and I see people arguing.
Can we keep it civil, guys? There's no point in laughing.
And you know what, man? I never got into preaching the word to just argue.
Yeah, of course. I agree with you.
I got into preaching the word.
So can we have a discussion? Can I ask you a question?
So that's my answer. When I was talking, I have no problem taking.